Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be winterizing this outboard motor and I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. So just follow along at home if you guys wanna do the same. All you're gonna need for this is fogging oil, spark plug, removal tool. Let's get straight into it. All right, to start off guys, you're gonna want to let your engine warm up for about 15 minutes or so and just let it get warm. And that's gonna be step one. I'm doing this with my earmuffs, which is hooked up to my hose for water. Always make sure you have water hooked up if you're gonna run it outside of water. But yeah, just warm it up for 15 minutes. Yeah, no guys, like I said, now that we've let it run for 15 minutes or so and warm up, we're going to disconnect the fuel line. Just like that, while it's running, and we will wait until inevitably it runs out of fuel, and we'll go from there, guys. So it just ran out of fuel, which on a bigger motor like this does not take long. On a smaller motor, it might take more time, but you want it to be like this, guys. We're gonna keep spinning it over until it will not fire at all. Alrighty guys, safe to say that it is out of gas. So now we can turn our water off and all of that, and we'll get to the next step. So now that we got it completely ran out of fuel and are warmed up, like I said, you will need a spark plug wrench or something to remove your spark plugs, but we are going to remove our spark plugs. So let's see, I actually don't have one, which is bad. I have one, but I could not find it. So we're gonna see if we can get this to work. So as you guys can see, I could not get it to work. And yes, it is a new day and I do not recommend trying to use anything but your actual socket wrench and ratchet, just so you don't strip out the threads on your spark plugs. But yeah, I could not get it to work and I could not find my socket. But luckily guys, we are in luck. So time to remove the spark plugs and we'll go from there. So it's very simple. I'm sure you guys know, just remove your spark plug boots. And whenever you're removing the spark plugs, guys, make sure that whenever you get it on there and you're trying to take it off, what you want to do, instead of trying to push on it and get it to come off and then it comes loose and you bang your fingers, what you do instead, you just pop on it. And there you go. Now it came loose. We didn't break any fingers because, God, I mean, that sucks. And then once it's loose, you can either do it the rest of the way with the wrench or just take the wrench off and unscrew them. So guys, I got the other two out, no problem. But evidently I tightened this one too much last time, which I was gonna say, make sure you don't over tighten these because this happens. And it was hurting my palm, so you can also use a hammer to hit on it and this will probably get it out real quick. Yep, still even took a couple taps of that. So make sure you don't over tighten your spark plugs. That's on me, guys. But now we got it undone, no problem, and we can take it out. Alrighty guys, now that we have all of our spark plugs out, we're gonna grab just any regular, just fogging oil that you got. You know, it doesn't have to be anything special. We're gonna grab that. And then with the engine at a neutral level of trim, not leaning down or anything, we're gonna trim it up to a neutral level like it is here. All we're gonna do is just spraying the cylinders for about 5 seconds each cylinder with this fogging oil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the second cylinder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the bottom cylinder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's all we're gonna do, guys. Now that we have that done and the engine at a neutral level, what we're gonna do is grab our keys, or, you know, if yours is pull start or whatever, and all we're gonna do is just spin it over and let it shoot out some excess fluid so it doesn't flood our engine next time we go to start it. just like that, guys. And also what that shootout of excess fluid allows is it also moves the pistons around and allows it to lubricate your engine as well. So overall, make sure you guys do that. And I would just spin it over for about 10-15 seconds. So that was probably good, but I'll just do a little bit more just to be safe. We're gonna be good to go ahead and put our spark plugs back in. And like I said, guys, whenever you're putting your spark plugs in, don't over tighten them. They have washers on them. They're gonna seal, no problem. You just kind of torque them down. If you have a torque wrench, that's ideal, but we all know how expensive those are, and I definitely don't have that. So you just torque it down until, you know, it's tight, of course, but you don't like over torque it. And also, guys, it's a great time to check your spark plugs for gap and how they look. Mine look perfectly fine. They're not burnt or anything, and I know the gap is good. These are brand new spark plugs. I just put them in not long ago, so I know I'm all good. But it's a great time to check your plugs as well if you've not done that, and maybe even change them if it's been a minute, you know, before, so it'll be good for next season. All right, now that we have our spark plugs back in and torqued down, you just twist and put your boots back on them. Just like that. And then for our final two steps, guys, all we're gonna do is grab fogging oil, and we are just going to spray down the whole engine block, and we're just gonna spray it everywhere and just really coat this engine. Now I have already done this, so I'm not gonna do it again, but I'll show you guys what this does. And it makes the engine look basically brand new, and it just helps prevent corrosion and everything. So just coat your entire engine with this stuff. Don't be afraid. Last step that we're gonna do is trim the engine all the way down, and that just ensures that any water in here will drain out and it doesn't freeze in the lower unit and break anything, which of course if you have power trim is gonna be a whole lot easier, but I do not. So I'm gonna do this 40 horsepower manual trim real quick. Like I said, you wanna trim it all the way down. Just make sure that it'll drain out if it gets any moisture in there. Just like that, guys. And you can see it's already dripping some water, even though I've not ran it in, you know, a long time. But yeah, it's as simple as that, guys. So after we have the whole engine fogged and sprayed down, cylinders fogged and sprayed down, spark plugs reinstalled, we're good to close up the top. And then, yep, you just make sure that it's trimmed all the way down, and it's good to go for next season, guys. So yep, guys, that's as simple as it is to winterize your outboard motor. This works for all different types of motors, and it just really makes it look new and gives it that really good shine, and ensures it's good for next season and you won't have any issues with it. So thanks for watching. If this helped you guys and you enjoyed the video, you know, like and subscribe. If you have any questions or anything, I'll try my best to help you out and answer them in the comments. But until next time, guys, peace out.